Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to check out Near Protocol's price chart and see what is happening specifically in the short term in this phase up, starting from the lowest low about 1.8 cents, because now I am actually seeing some very promising signs indicating, who knows, maybe near the final low is already in. Now, the general and the midterm scenario in Near Protocol suggests as long as we are not breaking this important support area or move down, we can say it's going to be over soon. It's just a question of whether the final low is already in, or maybe we're going to have another move down in order to take this low, and then that will be at our final bottom and we can get a very strong bounce back and hopefully start the next major phase of the bull run. So overall, one way or the other in Near Protocol, I think we are actually looking very much bullish. Now, what is happening in the short term? And I think we are having just a beautiful bullish structure in here. And the reason that I'm saying this might be a bullish structure is because of specifically this move on the upside. Let's just go around here. Okay. So you see, if you want to argue, we're going to have our final low around this area. Let's say this is like a very important support. Then, okay, off of the lowest low in this region, you need to be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. This is a big no in Elliott waves, and for our sub waves, you know it if you are a regular viewer of the main channel. 5 wave up into wave 1, 3 and 5, there we go. And for wave 2 and 4, we can consider different counts, it doesn't really matter. Let's say, yep, ABC into wave 4, excuse me, let's just put the beginning of our zigzag right in here, and yep, maybe like a WXY into our wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. And by the way, sometimes instead of having an impulsive structure on the upside, we can have a bounce back from this level, but instead it might be in form of an ABC zigzag. And usually if this is actually an ABC structure, the length of our wave A is quite equal to the length of our C leg in terms of momentum and also lengthwise. Pay attention because we are going to actually use this thing in our own analysis. Now let's go on the live chart, excuse me, and see what is going on. So let's just actually delete this wave. Okay, we said before, this is definitely a 5 wave impulsive structure up, and followed by that, we talked about this, I think, couple of videos back. More likely than not, this is a correction structure, and we said, well, okay, after our correction is over, makes sense to expect some more moves on the upside, and it happened. Now again, the move up itself, it's not really that important. What really matters is the shape of that move. Let's go on maybe like 15-minute chart and see what is happening. In my opinion, there is a very high chance that we are having in Near Protocol from here like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, maybe into a wave 1, followed by that correction for wave 2, maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into wave 3. I would say probably to about this point, correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5. Now, on a higher degree, I'm not going to actually say that this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. I'm gonna say this white 5 wave up is actually into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and the current move is into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So in the short term in here, I think we can kind of safely assume that our move on the upside is going to continue, maybe after just like a very short time period of consolidation, maybe like a 12 hours of chopping around. And the reason for why I am so optimistic in here, and I'm thinking maybe like the final low is in, is because this is quite a strong move on the upside. If you remember earlier in the video, I said if we're gonna have an ABC zigzag, okay, our wave A and C should be pretty much identical in terms of size and also momentum. And I think we can all agree that this move up is actually much stronger than this move right in here. And on a higher degree, well, okay, we can say maybe this is 1, this is 2, huge move up into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. And one very important characteristic of a wave 3 is being a very big and strong moves on the upside. And I think this definitely has the characteristic of a huge wave 3. Also, in terms of Fibonacci's, let's just do this. Okay. I think I forgot to tell you this. You see, for your B leg, if you believe this is an ABC zigzag, you need to see to what Fibonacci level did we retrace. Why is this so important? Because with it, you can actually measure the next target for your C leg right in here. And assuming that this is ABC, okay, for our wave B, we exactly retrace to about this 78% level, and your target is somewhere around the 127% of the Fibonacci extension level of your B leg, which is right in here about $2.3. But what happened? We absolutely broke this level with authority. So again, I'm gonna say it, if this was an ABC zigzag, our move up probably would have ended in near protocol right in here. And from this region, you most likely would have seen a very strong move down in order to take this low, but we didn't do that. We continued our move on the upside, and that is why I think now we can be a bit optimistic. Do not get me wrong, we should still consider the possibility suggesting maybe this is like an AB and maybe like a very extended C leg, indicating that our move down is not over and we may see another move down in order to take the lowest low down here about, let's say, $1.8. But based on the evidence in this specific move on the upside, I think we can be right now at least just a bit more optimistic than before. So for now, in the short term, in near protocol, it seems like that we are having some promising signs. And once more, I'm gonna say it, we need to take everything step by step and follow this move up closely in the next update and see what are we doing. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in near protocol's price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.